comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying.
Oh, when it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all.
We can't go on pretending day by day
that someone somehow will soon make a change.
We are all a part of God's great big family, and it's true, you know, love is all we need. We are the world, we are the children, we are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start giving.
Imagine being a child with bones constantly aching. Slowly, your hands become gnarled and twisted. Right now across the country, almost 300,000 children are living with a disease many of us believe only strikes the elderly.
I've been disabled all my life. I had juvenile rheumatoid arthritis. That was since I was about a month old. So I'm 66 years old, so I've had it for 66 years. And that's why my spine is collapsing and all my bones are gone.
For Marilyn, RA, rheumatoid arthritis, means she has never had a day without pain. As a child living in New York, doctors said the pain medicine alone would kill her. The cold weather made it worse.
My parents were told, you have to bring your daughter to a warm, dry climate. And the first place we went to was Jewish Family Service, and that was 1955.
And so began a relationship that spans more than 5 decades. One of the biggest ways the agency has helped Marilyn is through the Irving Greenfield Tucson Loan Chest. Now, the Loan Chest provides medically necessary equipment to low-income, uninsured, or underinsured individuals and families who could not otherwise obtain it. Donated durable medical equipment, such as wheelchairs, walkers, raised toilet seats, hospital beds, and shower chairs, are refurbished and sanitized by the TLC.
Sometimes you leave home. You go back to home at night with your heart broken. Because sometimes people, they just can't even pay like the minimum amount. They don't have anyone to help them.
And for Marilyn, the Loan Chest meant giving her the tools she needed to live in her own apartment instead of a nursing home.
I would be in a warehouse. I would be, and at a very young age, without a life, and it gives me a life, my very life.
You seem to be pretty happy. I mean, you're a happy person, aren't you?
I am very happy. First of all, I'm very thankful that I'm here to be happy.
And that's the first thing you notice about Reba. She loves life. And what a grand life it's been. 6 children, a loving husband, and a career she loved.
Fairy tales can come true. It can happen to you if you're young at heart.
There was never a ton of money, but she and her family made do. And life took its course. Her husband passed, her children scattered across the country to begin their own lives. And Reba? Well, good old independent Reba eventually bought herself a little mobile home and decided she would rather live on her own.
Well, it's everything. I mean, it's most important to feel that you are in charge of your own life.
She first came in contact with Jewish Family and Children's Services of Southern Arizona several years ago when she suffered a stroke that nearly killed her.
A few years ago, I just thought my life was over. I really did. I thought, this is the end now, you know, preparing. I got everything in order, thinking I wasn't going to make it.
Since that time, Reba's case manager at JFCS has had regular contact with her to ensure that she is provided with all the services she needs on a timely basis.
This is your brain on reflexology.
You can do a lot of work on it.
For example, the agency pays for Christy, a home caregiver who comes in twice a week. It's been 5 years since Reba and Christy met.
She's an angel, really. She comes in and she just sees what has to be done, and she just gets busy and does it.
In the future, as Reba gets older, her needs will undoubtedly change. And when they do, her case manager will be there to update the services.
They are so helpful that I want to give back some.
Her gratitude to JFCS goes beyond just words. Reba believes in tithing, to give back a portion of your income to charity.
Even though I am on a limited income, as I say, I still like to tithe. It makes me feel better because they give me so much.
Now, how to live to be 100? You gonna make it, Reba?
For one thing, talking about living to be 100, I think it helps you to live longer if you're looking out for someone else and not always worrying about yourself. You know, if you're always thinking about your ailments, your aches and pains, and all, you're just going to sit there and fold up. But if you're out doing things and helping other people, it helps them, but it helps you too.
Here is the best part. You have a head start if you are among the very young at heart.
Now, most of us have seen it, the in-your-face, you can't tell me what to do, you don't know what you're talking about, teenager.
I was horrible. I didn't want to listen to anybody. I was set on doing what I wanted to do. I thought I was always right. I thought all the adults didn't know what they were talking about.
When I first met Monique, she was not living at home. She was living in a group home. She was using drugs. Did not want to have anything to do with her mom. They wouldn't talk, or if they talked, they would argue.
I'm 15 for a moment, caught in between 10 and 20, and I'm just...
At 15, Monique got pregnant and was heading for an abyss. The courts stepped in and ordered her into counseling.
I didn't want to cooperate. I still had that in my mind that it was a waste of time, and I didn't want to be there. I just went because I had to.
But Julie, Monique's counselor from JFCS, refused to give up on this young girl.
I don't think if I would have met Julie, I don't know if I would have changed or if anything would have gotten better.
JFCS case management and intense counseling helped Monique gradually set a new course for her life.
15, there's still time for you. Time to buy and time to lose.
So much in her life has changed. She got her GED and is now in college. She has been drug-free for 2 years. Her relationship with her mother has greatly improved, and she and her son moved back in. Julie has helped Monique see that being a mom is an awesome responsibility, but one that could bring her tremendous joy.
Like, I knew when I was pregnant how special he was going to be, but once I saw him, that was the happiest moment of my life, and I want him to be successful in life and just to be happy with himself and happy where he ends up.
And Monique has learned it's not where you begin, it's where you wind up that truly counts. And today, she's in a pretty good place.
There's never a wish better than this when you only got 100 years to live.